Thank you very much, and you're very welcome, Minister. And I want to speak to Section 1 because the title of the bill encompasses the heartbeat of the bill, really, and that is really what we all generally want to talk to now. The specificities can come, as you say, later, but this is the heart of the bill. Now, the bill confuses, in my opinion, Minister, the bill confuses the rights to identity, giving adoptees their information with their desire or not to meet their biological parents. And I think Senator Bacek mentioned this, information as opposed to contact, as did Senator Norris. Rights to identity information are a fundamental right in relation to equality. Why should a birth parent's objection deny the adoptee their birth cert and early life information? So there's no equality there. Forcing adoptees and birth parents into a quasi-legal process, which is what this bill is doing, to argue their cases for or against release of information is fundamentally flawed, unfair and costly, and will cause extraordinary delays. 15,000 people, birth parents and adoptees, are already on a contact register with the Adoption Authority. Why set up a new register within Tulsa? I hope you're going to have enough money if you're going to do this, and you're going to have a department, and you're going to have 50 to 100 to 200 social workers to do the kind of work and the kind of information seeking that this needs, and to put in the energy of the tracking process. All the current information that the Adoption Authority holds on the 15,000 will be lost or dormant as people are forced to re-register, as per the bill, on a new register. If the current Adoption Authority register was placed on a statutory basis, active tracing and provision of information to those who request it could begin immediately. Natural parents, birth mothers signed consent forms at the time of the adoption. There is no evidence that they were given assurances of secrecy and privacy. This is a very, very important legal point. Tulsa, and I know you are a very good minister, are not regulated for adoption services by the state regulator, which is the Adoption Authority of Ireland. Therefore, Tulsa's adoption services would be unregulated. The bill presumes that upon adoptees receiving information, this automatically leads to contact reunion with the birth family. It does not. Exactly. Might be looking for their medical, social history, heartbeat information, but not necessarily contact. Adoptees are seeking their personal information, I say not necessarily contact, although this may happen. Adoptees must be given full access to their information, not a summary, redacted version compiled by social workers. Now, I'm a long time up in the office, and I don't think I've come across, I tried to ring back as many people who actually emailed, who put their hearts, souls, lives, tribes on emails. And they were not children, they were grown-up adults we were dealing with, who are not going to, as you say, rock up to doors. They're in a crisis, but a kind of a crisis that's gone on for years. And I don't want to read them out. I actually have a file box. You probably know this yourself. So this is very, very important. And I know you are a minister who defines equality in 1,000 different ways in this society. I know you do. And I need you to define it here, because at the moment it's not being defined correctly in the title of the bill. And we need to find a balance here, and people have rights here. And this is the great delicacy of human beings here, and it has to be re-looked at, because as it stands, I cannot vote for, especially Section 5, although the actual title of the bill, which I've spoken to there, which I've tried to kind of decipher into it, it just can't stand the way it is. It just cannot. And there will be specific objections, but they are my general objections. And it does not favour the adoptee. You must have a balance here, and the balance is not there. And people have a right to know of their tribe. Okay, that's all I have to say.